Hello everyone, welcome back. Today I'm going to share with you how I make one of my most delicious vegan pizzas. And guys, this one is so good, it is so easy, so quick, and it is so inexpensive to make, and it will feed the entire family. So guys, get ready, come on, let's go. This pizza is so simple to make. These are all the ingredients you need for this pizza. As you can see, I do not have any flour because I'm not using flour for a dough today. I'm going to use plantains for my crust. So today, no flour. This is totally vegan, and if you want, you can add your twist to it. You can go ahead and make your flour crust if you want, but I'm going to show you how I make this delicious pizza as vegan as possible, because this is how I make it and everybody in my household loves it. And I particularly love it, especially when I'm watching my diet and I'm trying to cut down on my carbs. For this pizza, what I'm going to use, I'm using split peas, and I'm going to be using the yellow split peas for my pizza filling. No spaghetti sauce, none of that stuff today, guys. So you will need about a pound of split peas, depending on how big you are going to make your pizza. I'm going to be making an extra large pizza, so I'm going to be using 1 pound of yellow split peas. And I'm using the Goya brand split peas. Next, I'm going to be using some plantains for my pizza crust, which I'm going to go ahead and fry my plantains for my crust. And for my peas, I'm just going to be using some of my garlic magic seasonings and some turmeric. And this will be seasonings for my split peas, guys, because nothing else needs seasonings. The only time you need to add seasonings is to your split peas. You can go ahead and add whatever seasonings you like for your peas. You can really go ahead and play with your flavors in your split peas. Also, I'm going to be using some fresh parsley and some fresh culantro. And some of you might know this culantro. I think it's the English name. We in the Caribbean also call it shadow benny. And we also use this to make tea. If you're not feeling good, you can use this shadow benny, culantro. We in the Caribbean, we use this to make tea when you're not feeling too good. So you will need the culantro for this split pea recipe. If you cannot find culantro or you do not have it, shadow benny, you can just go ahead and use your parsley, and you can go on ahead and use celery or whatever else you have. But trust me, guys, if you can find the culantro, shadow benny, go ahead and use it, because the flavor of the shadow benny in the split peas is unbelievable. For this recipe, I'm going to be going ahead and I'm using some fresh mozzarella cheese, guys. So this is it. Went ahead and I sliced it up. If you cannot find fresh mozzarella, you can go ahead and use any cheese that you like. The fresh mozzarella does not have a ton of flavor, but it is delicious on pizza, especially if you're trying to stay on the fat-free or less fat side, guys. Fresh mozzarella is a really great cheese to use. And that's it, guys. So please, guys, don't forget to wash your split peas before you put it to boil, and wash it a couple of times until the water runs clear. And as you wash it, you'll see it's foaming up. You'll see some bubbles. You want all of these bubbles to come out of your peas. That's the impurities of the peas. And even as it's boiling, it will foam up a little bit. Go ahead with your spoon and scrape up the foam from the top and dump it out. And for the sake of this video, I already went ahead and prepared my split peas. So what's in here is my pound of split peas, half a teaspoon of turmeric, and 1 teaspoon of my garlic magic seasoning, which already has salt to it. But you can use any seasonings that you like for this. If you have adobo or garlic salt, onion salt, go ahead and use it. And please taste, guys. And you do not want to be too heavy on the salt. So I use my garlic magic in here, and I did not use any salt in here, because split peas gets salty really quickly. So you want to be really light on the salt. So I went ahead and I sliced my plantains lengthwise, and you're just going to fry it in a really shallow oil, because remember, this also has to go in the oven. So we're just going to give it a quick fry. So now what you're going to do, I'm just going to go ahead and place my plantains in the bottom of my dish. And if you want to use green plantains for this, you can do that also, guys. You just arrange your plantains on your pizza tray, guys. If you do not have a pizza tray and you have a cookie sheet, please, you can use that also. I've always said on this channel, guys, please don't limit yourself. Don't think because you do not have a pizza dish that you cannot make this delicious pizza. You have a square, if you have a square flat cookie sheet or a dish or frying pan that's large enough, you can make this pizza in there. Trust me, as long as your fryer has like a metal handle that can go in your oven, it's fine. You can go ahead and use it. If it has a plastic handle, obviously you'll not be able to put it in your oven. So just any fryer or any pan you have that's flat and it has a metal handle, if you do not have a pizza dish, go ahead and use that. Don't limit yourself, guys. You don't need all the pretty gadgets to cook a delicious meal or to make this recipe. So I have all my fried plantains arranged in here. So now I'm just going to go ahead and use my rolling pin to just flatten out my plantains. And you can go ahead and fry your plantains beforehand. If you want to make this recipe and you don't have time, you can fry your plantains like the day before and just store it in your fridge. Even your split peas, the split peas for this pizza recipe is even best when made overnight. But as you guys know, I bring you recipes, tips and tricks as I'm making it at home. So when I'm making my home and I think it's a meal that would be useful to you, my viewers, I bring it to you. So that's it, guys. I think this is good. So now I'm going to go ahead and add my split peas. So the split peas is basically the filling for your pizza. And this is delicious. It's vegan, packed with protein. And at this time, I also have my oven set on 375 degrees. It's already on. That's it, guys. And just go ahead and spread your split pea mixture around all over your plantain base. Guys, this already looks so delicious. And my plantains just smell so good. This is an entire meal. And this will feed about 6 people comfortably. So now I'm going to go ahead and chop up my parsley and my culantro. And if you can find fresh, guys, please use that. There is no flavor better than fresh flavors. And now I'm just going to go ahead and spread my parsley over my split pea. And you can use whatever herbs you like, guys. You can use basil also for this recipe. But don't forget the culantro, guys. The flavor of the culantro on this pizza is just the best. And now I'm just going to go ahead and thinly slice my culantro. You do not want your culantro in big chunks. You want it in ribbons because culantro is a little on the strong side flavor-wise. And now I'm just going to go ahead and spread my culantro, or my shadow benin, as we call it in the islands. Guys, it smells so delicious. I can't wait to eat. Now I'm going to go ahead and add my fresh mozzarella. And as I said, you can use any cheese you like. I'm just trying to stay on the less fat end, so I'm using fresh mozzarella. If you're serving to the kiddos, go ahead and use some other cheese if you think your kids will not like the fresh mozzarella. But fresh mozzarella, there's just no flavor to it really. And just spread it all over. So when it melts, it will just be so beautiful. I'm also going to go ahead and just use a little bit of grated Parmesan. I don't always do that, but I just feel that the grated Parmesan will give it another layer of flavor. That's what I've said, guys. Just experiment and make everything your own. It's always nice to follow a recipe when you get it, but I think it's best when you put your own spin on every recipe. This is my motto. On every recipe that I've learned, especially if I've learned it from somebody else, I've never kept it the same. I've always made it my own. So I encourage you to do the same. And that's it, guys. This is how easy it is to make our split pea pizza with our fried plantain base. So beautiful. And into the oven it goes. So our split pea plantain base pizza is done, and it smells delicious and it looks so beautiful. I am so ready to eat. So normally, guys, when you make this pizza, I would suggest that you let it cool for a little bit. I let mine cool for about 5 minutes for the sake of this video. Normally, I would let it cool a little longer, but I have to dig in to show you guys how beautiful. And I went ahead and I really let my mozzarella get some nice, beautiful color. But you can go to your taste and your preference. Look how beautiful, guys. Our split pea pizza is done. It is beautiful and it smells delicious. And this is a meal all on its own, guys. The split peas alone will fill you up. And added with the plantain in the base of it. And here it is, guys. So beautiful. Guys, I have no idea how much I love split peas because it is so easy to make. It cooks so quickly and it is so versatile. And the flavor of split peas, especially the yellow split peas, oh my gosh. And I'm telling you, the plantain as a base and the culantro. Guys, if you guys have not tried any of my recipes on any of my videos, please try this one out because this one is so good you'll keep going back to it. And it's kind of like a one-pot meal. So good. Let us pray. Amen. Please go ahead, guys. Like this video, subscribe to this channel, and please share. So please let me know, guys, in the comment section if you are going to try this split pea pizza, and let me know in the comment section how it turned out for you. Thank you so much for joining me here today. Until the next video, guys, thank you so much for watching. Bye.